Hello, how are you? Scott Hilton, Scott Talks. Going to show you what's on Paramount Plus Premium. Now the Essential plan has now got a few Showtime shows on it. So they've changed the name to, instead of with Showtime, they've changed it to Premium. Premium gives you all the Showtime shows. It gives you some news channels. It gives you live TV that you can enjoy. And we'll see what kind of live TV we got. There we go. It's kind of like Pluto TV, isn't it? We got Miami News, CBS Sports, 48 Hours, 60 Minutes, just all the 60 minutes you've ever wanted in your life. It's just constantly 24/7, 24/7. Men's rugby, some of it live. Big Brother. Here's some Paramount with Showtime West. It's got movies. It's great. It is absolutely great. We love getting it with Premium because you get commercial free, you get CBS content next day, and it's with no ads. Now, if you get a sporting event or a live event, you're getting ads, okay? Forget it. If you get on Paramount Plus and a show starts, but first they show you a little preview of another show you could be watching on Paramount Plus, they don't refer to that as an ad. That's just a little self-promotion. They all do that. Apple TV, still ad-free. They still do it too. Especially with that F1 movie. Amazing amount of self-promotion Apple's putting into that thing. People are getting in their Apple wallets little promotions. Yeah, it's that much. So they're promoting right now Big Brother, Dexter Resurrection, RuPaul's Drag Race, All-Stars, Air Disasters, Watson, Dora and the Search for Saul Duranda. Okay, Dora. Dora's back. 48 Hours, 60 Minutes, and back to Big Brother. So we've got a search feature. You got profiles. You can get little pictures up here. You've got a home page. You got TV shows. You got your movies. You got your collections. We've got collections. A Mountain of Pride. Just Pride Week or Pride Month. Oh, a Mountain of Pride. Mission Impossible collection, all those great Mission Impossible movies. Black Voices, The Movie Club, Asian and Pacific Islander Stories. It's probably got Crazy Rich Asians. My wife loves that. There's Section 31, the Star Trek movie. All right, Taylor Sheridan, the guy that created Yellowstone. Now, Yellowstone's on Peacock, because they had to buy the rights from Paramount to get some kind of hit on Peacock. They didn't have much. They had The Office. They'd gotten back from Netflix. So Taylor Sheridan's been making show after show after show. They've all been great, absolutely great. Landman with Billy Bob Thornton, Lioness, Nicole Kidman, Harrison Ford, 1923, Mayor of Kingstown. What's his name? The guy that was in the Snowmobile accident that played Hawkeye in the Avengers. 1883. Excellent. Finest Kind movie. Lawmen Bass Reeves. Technically, Bass Reeves was the guy that everyone thinks inspired the Lone Ranger. So, because he was the most successful lawman of his day. Though he doesn't wear a mask, okay? But he did have some relations with the Indians. So, The Last Cowboy, a documentary by Taylor Sheridan. And Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. Just amazingly good stuff. Just amazing. You got to check out all this. Taylor Sheridan, every time he puts something out, it's like gold. And Billy Bob Thornton is great in Landman. Oh my gosh. Women-led stories. Lioness, of course. They're all military, mostly women. Got some guys in there too. Ghost is wonderful. The UK version of Ghost is on Paramount Plus too. Both of them are great. Star Trek Discovery. There you go. Strange New Worlds. Halo. Here there might be another season on Netflix if they keep pushing it. All this great stuff on Paramount Plus. Critically acclaimed collection. Yeah, all the Taylor Sheridan stuff is going to be here, right? Top Gun Maverick. Great stuff. Iconic episodes from these great shows. There's Frasier And the new Frasier, they did 2 seasons of a new show. Sonic the Hedgehog with Jim Carrey. We got the SpongeBob. Who doesn't love SpongeBob? Star Trek, all the Star Treks. The last season of Picard was excellent, and even teased a new season of Star Trek Legacy, if they ever make it. Enterprise, Voyager, Deep Space Nine has become a big hit because it was episodic. It wasn't as episodic as the other shows. It told a story, then it told another story, then another story, but you had to kind of know what was going on in the previous story to know what's the next episode, and they kept carrying on, which is exactly what we do in streaming now. You know, you get a story that continues and continues and continues until you hit the end of the season, and they kind of wrap things up or leave you on a cliffhanger to get you ready for next season. And Deep Space Nine did a lot of that. And when it was on regular TV, that wasn't as popular because people were like, I missed a couple episodes. But now in streaming, you can just catch it and catch it and catch it and catch it. And it's a little darker than most Star Trek, so people like it. The animated short treks, Woman in Motion, there we are. Avura inspired NASA to hire more women. Star Trek Day. Yeah, we'll push the back button on your Roku. Now this, Paramount's on everything. Live TV, we did that. Sports, I know you want more sports. There are going to be more sports options in a premium package for any streaming service usually than the regular package. You might get some sports, but if you're like, hey, where's the big game? I heard it was on this. You may have to get the ad-free version to get the bigger game. But if you can get it with regular package, great, great. Because we've got some live rugby right now. All these different sports options, CBS Sports, more rugby, kicking it. Oh boy, I got some shows about stuff. Full match replays, football, golf, Beckham and Friends, Champions League. Just great stories, great sports, all there for you because CBS has a ton of great sports. News. A lot of places like CNN, to get a lot more of that stuff, you need to go with the premium version. A lot of times CNN screws up and doesn't offer, everyone wants to see the live version of CNN on streaming, and they keep screwing that up. I don't know why, maybe HBO Max will fix that. But a lot of times they want you to get a premium version to get these, because the sports and news are real expensive. So they want, this is 24/7 news. You can watch just like you would watch CNN. Just watch now. And that's on the premium. You'd have to check with Essentials when you're checking. Do you get 24/7 news or do you get some news? You see what I'm saying? There's the news right now, July 2025. Live and up to date. What is it, 14th, I think. And then it's still on the live channels. You got this. Go back. Entertainment Tonight. Here's our little Roku. Click on our news, top stories, live news from all different cities. If you live in any of these cities or lived close to them, because I live in Ocala, Florida. Ocala, Florida, we found a little news station that does Central Florida. It comes out of Orlando. And I'm like, Ocala is Central Florida. That's good enough. And that's what we use. When we're getting dinner ready and stuff, and you're kind of watching, you're not watching, you may want to look over, that's the news. That's when you watch the news. Because we like to watch 30-minute shows while we're eating. Something good like Ghost or Calling from Accounts, the crazy Australian show. It's crazy. Stuff like that in the studio. And Stick on Apple TV Plus. Both of those are on Apple TV Plus. They're excellent. You got to check those out. Well, today we're walking through Paramount. You can get Los Angeles, New York, Baltimore, Bay Area. Sure, that's San Francisco Bay, because I've been near Tampa. You're like, ah, Tampa? No. Boston, Chicago, Colorado, Detroit, Miami, Minnesota, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Sacramento, and Texas. Texas locals, it says. I wonder how many Texas locals they get. And we've got Channel 11, wherever that is, they're talking about Cockrell Hill, weather for Cockrell Hill, Texas flooding disaster. Hit the back button back here on a Roku, and you go back again, CBS Morning Clips, CBS Evening News Clips, full episodes of The Daily, weekly news, 48 hours for a special, 60 minutes. Watch 60 minutes when you want, which episodes, and see what you want to watch on demand. The world is on demand now. Cable is dead. Watching, oh, I missed that. Wonder what happened. I don't know. Can't rewind it. Oh, you can sometimes. Sometimes you can get that. DVD options, on stuff like YouTube TV for $80. This is not $80. What is this, like $10, $11 for essential and 16 or so, probably 15, 16 for premium? We got it through Walmart Plus. We got Walmart Plus, got the essential, paid a little, paid $50, $60 more for a year of the premium. Done. We've got 25% off at Burger King. We got the Walmart Plus for shipping and discounts. It says I've saved $80 since I got it a couple months ago. I was like, cool, okay. So that kind of helps pay for stuff. Sunday Morning Clips, that's a great show. CBS Reports, you got all the documentaries, and on and on and on, right? And then my list, you can have your own list of great stuff. What do I like? What's on my list? Watson, Hollywood Squares is not that good. Drew is the producer, and she wanted to be the center square. Now, some of you old timers know Paul Lynde was the ultimate center square on the original Hollywood Square. You need someone comedian. You need someone fast wit. Someone like that. You don't need Drew. So hopefully they'll switch that. Dexter, Original Sin, we've been watching that. And quick thing, if you've seen the trailer for the new James Bond video game, and it's a young Bond just getting into the service and stuff, this guy is British. Everyone on TV is British, but they do American accents. He did the motion capture and the voice for James Bond. And I'm like, well, damn, cast him for the next movie, right? We want to see an origin story for Bond, and they changed it a little bit, you can tell, but it looks neat. Last Cowboy, Taylor Sheridan, Matlock was very good. ISS, we haven't seen ISS yet, but it's Showtime. So some of you essential people will get it, and some of you won't. The older it gets, the more likely that you'll get it. Frasier was excellent. School Spirits, my wife and I have been watching. Elsbeth's great. Tracker's the #1 show on CBS. CBS is the #1 network in the United States, so why not get Paramount Plus, right? Why not get some good stuff? And Hulu would be second with ABC stuff and Fox stuff. So you got both of those competing and on the same thing on Hulu. So you might as well get Disney Plus and Hulu together because it's only $1 extra. If you get one and you get the other, they throw in one more dollar. It's like $10.99 instead of $9.99 or something like that. So if you're rotating and you want to start the month off with Netflix, or you want to start it out, and you can get Netflix regular, or Netflix has a premium version. They have a 4K version that nobody gets. But you get the regular version with no ads, and you get the premium version with no ads, and the regular version with ads. You might not get everything in content. They may say, oh, we got under contract, we have to have it this way. So we have to put it on the no ad version. You're like, right, whatever. So occasionally you can save on Netflix, and because if you've watched everything on Netflix and you're burned out, get rid of it for a month or two. Just start the month off with something, end the month off, cancel, start some new stuff. It'll give you 30 days. It'll give you the 30 days to wrap it up. And try the network stuff. It's really big. If you can do 6 months, I would do 6 months like September. A few shows may start on some of the networks, but not enough to subscribe to, unless you want to, or start one, check Google and check your Just Watch app or your Next Episode app or something like that. I am Internet Movie Database. Check the dates when some of these shows are probably going to start and decide if you want to get it early. But I would get October and November for network stuff like Hulu, Peacock, and Paramount for CBS, NBC, and ABC. And Fox is on Hulu. And you throw in Disney, so you got 4 services. And you get those in October and November. Skip December because everyone's doing Christmas stuff and there are very few shows on. You can catch up later. Skip January, maybe February, March, April, May. And that's your 6. You catch up in February, and you binge watch like you're watching Netflix. Okay, it's easy, easy. There's some shows. There's Colonists. It's a silly show. Some people will hate it, and some people will go, "This is quirky. This is just stupid." Poor little doggy gets hit by a car, and you're like, "Oh my gosh!" And it brings these people together. Rabbit Hole is pretty good. But Keith Sutherland, that was good. Got all these great things on here. Gladiator was amazing. And I Love Lucy. Lucille Ball got Star Trek on the air. When they were looking to open their Desilu Productions, Star Trek. She had faith in Gene Roddenberry. They shot the original pilot called The Cage, which had Captain Pike in it. And we see Captain Pike in the new show, Strange New Worlds. And it didn't sell. They said, "You promised us Wagon Train to the Stars." And they wanted more action and adventure and gunfights, type with, they'd have to use the phasers. But so they did the unthinkable and ordered a second episode. Lucy said, "I'll finance the damn thing." And they got Captain Kirk instead. And the rest is history. And then they used the episode as a two-parter called The Menagerie, where they were able to see what happened in those events with Captain Pike. So they were able to edit all that footage into The Menagerie, so it became a two-part episode. But yeah, Lucy literally got Star Trek on the air because she was brilliant. She was just amazing. Every year, CBS would beg her because she had a new show. After I Love Lucy, she did Here's Lucy, and she did a bunch of other stuff. But she was usually pretty high on the ratings. And there was an old picture, it's a neat picture, of all these stars of CBS together, probably at the Emmys or something. And in the center, in this chair that looked like it made for a king, is Lucy. And next to her is Lassie. And I was like, I used to watch Lassie all the time on CBS. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Lucy was the queen. She was it. And every year she would tell CBS, "Hey, I'm quitting. I'm not going to do any more shows." And they'd give her more money, throw more money at her, and she would just do another show and use her production company and charge her production company. CBS had to pay her production company and pay her and all her writers and staff and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's smart. She's a smart girl. See Anson Mount from Hell on Wheels. If you find Hell on Wheels, I believe you can find it on Hulu. But that's a fantastic show. And they cast him as Captain Pike on Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and it's great. It's excellent. So I encourage you all to give it a try. If you've never had Paramount Plus before, or if you've had some with Paramount Plus, get the regular version. You don't need the premium version right away. There's tons to all that CBS stuff. Takes forever to go through. They got 20-some episodes for some of this stuff every season. You get a streaming show, get a great show on Netflix, get 8 episodes. It's done. You can binge watch it in a weekend. But you get 20-some episodes per show. You get Tracker. You got a new show, hit show. It's already in this, I think, 2nd season now. So I encourage you. See, there's our little news show. It says Central Florida. And we're like, good, there's a little app. But I usually, my go-to is either YouTube for news. When the California wildfires were hitting, YouTube. Okay? Haystack News is my other guilty pleasure for news. So try that out. Get it on the app on your phone. Go in the settings, adjust which kind of stuff you want to see. And there are actually 2 different places that adjust it. Type of news and type of shows. And you get it adjusted and you use the same password and username for this app on the phone. Boom, boom, boom. You're good. And the little bonus thing, if you got a sound bar, put some of your music here. Get your Spotify, Amazon Music playing in the background. You got a sound bar, sound. Enjoy it. Put it on. Don't watch the news. Listen to some music while you're getting dinner ready. Or you're doing some chores or just whatever. Okay? So have a great day. Try out Paramount Plus. And if you've never seen Yellowstone, try out Peacock. I'd highly recommend you get it. Okay? Have a great day. Like and subscribe and share.